guys, Nard out here, and today I've got 45 brand new CS2 tips and tricks ripped straight from pro matches. We're covering all 7 maps showing insane utility, boosts, movement, off angles, and more. These are the kind of plays that wins rounds and gives you the edge, so if you want to outsmart your opponents with real pro tricks, stick around and let's jump in. Torzy holds the Xbox jump up with this really tight angle. While this is happening, Spinks is watching the door walkout. Easy frag for Torzy, where we see Donk jump up Xbox. Initially, he doesn't
я сейчас покажу, которая реально пиздатая. Но это тоже нормально.
Door smoke, stand in front of the tires.
Это хуйня.
Crosshair here without moving your mouse. Make your way in front of this wall next to the garage. Then afterwards,
это просто smoke в
a
middle,
lot of
да?
pro teams are throwing this smoke, Vitality, and Spear as well. This is a very consistent way to throw this smoke, and it's very easy to do so. And we see how.
Сейчас дойдет до того, который интересный. Я говорю, вот там мне когда Sky показал, реально пиздатый.
Monesi from A ramp throws a defensive mid smoke where he is going to stand next to the box, aim here, then afterwards jump throw. This smoke makes it hard to go through the mid door, and it's going to hopefully make the T's come to Monesi's way. Twitch throws a
нахуя этот смог, блядь?
From CT middle at the beginning of the round. The smoke lands on top of the box and extends down and lands very deep. To throw the smoke, crouch inside this corner, then you're going to aim here, afterwards jump throw. This smoke lands through the gaps. Be careful using this smoke. Twitch shows off in a
Во! Смотрите, вот это пиздец. Это я когда мне вчера Sky показал, я охуел. Это на даст втором эти фишки, смотрите. Он встает сюда и кидает такой смог. Смотрите. Дефолт? Ага, блядь. И вот этот молик, когда кидают, и чел не горит вот здесь вот. Охуеть, да?
While this is happening, Ultimate is peeking short with the op above the boost. He gets flash off the angle, uses his own flash, which he could.
Дефолт? Вы чё, блядь, какой дефолт нахуй?
Spinks uses his
это пиздец, вот эта фишка, это ебанутая фишка. Это с двух кнопок, как будто бы он Он как будто, да, с двух кнопок его кинул. У меня на 5-х левелах это делают. Насчет того, что у тебя на 5-х левелах не кидают такой молик.
This smoke is in case any T's are throwing the short Molotov for the ledge, which is pretty default. Unfortunately, the T's Vitality did not throw the short Molotov, so this is the Molotov that most teams are throwing. If you have this smoke thrown or you throw it after
его никто не кидает, его
Molotov,
все, ну, на моих левелах все кидают.
you're edging between the two. While this is happening, Ultimate is peeking short with the op above the base, uses his flash off the angle, uses his own flash, which he could have thrown for twist too. Spinks uses his tight angle to watch mid, and it's super hard for the T's to even hit the shot. Every time I've shown Spinks or Big in this angle or position, they always win the duels. I've seen K-Serato throw 2 A-smokes from this position, so stand for the A-cross smoke aim here, left and right click jump throw. Then for the short smoke, he's going to aim at this part of the blue, then left and right click jump throw. These two smokes help you take A from long. If the T's come out long, the current meta is to throw this defensive smoke, but the issue with this smoke is if the T's push up fast, they can go ahead and beat this. So let me show you another variation of the smoke. JKS throws a new defensive long A smoke, stand behind the wall, aim as shown, left click throw. The smoke lands more towards the cross and not as deep. Afterwards he gets flashed.
Этот хуёвый смог, нет? Он слишком близко лег. Чел может под него мутиться.
Ultimate shows strong A flashes from short, stand behind the wall, aim at the circle on the side, then left click throw. The reason why these flashes are so good is because your teammates won't get blind because the flashes land below the wall and they will only affect the CT.
Стоп, и в чем прикол этой флешки? А в чем прикол этой флешки? Если авик, наверное, стоит на лангу. Если авик стоит на лангу.
Insane short Molotov from inside apartments. First, go ahead and crouch with this part of the ground. Stand up. You're going to aim as shown, then jump throw. The Molotov will bounce off the building, lands towards short. Any CTs on short will not be able to rotate to help out towards B. Zontic shows a vac.
Вот это пиздато.
Stand up. You're going to aim short Molotov from inside apartments. First, go ahead and crouch with this part of the ground. Stand up. You're going to aim as shown, then jump throw. The Molotov will bounce off the building, lands towards short.
Вот
Any
это прикольно.
CTs on short will not be able to rotate to help out towards B. Zontic shows a vac kitchen wallbang lineup from short, so he's standing in front of the archway of the wall there, and he's going to start shooting at 142 towards that bottom left of the window. Team Spirit has been using this mid Molotov that is going to take care of any CT aggression that pushes up mid behind the smoke. CTs get smoked out, and they're going to do this boost on top of the trash can that allows this player to see over the wall to get this frag onto the ticket player. Same situation here, G2 are retaking A, they're smoked out CT, so Monty gets boosted.
А что это нахуй? Фишки для пятых лолов? Что
right side A smokes and you make your way onto site and get on top of triple, you could actually see over the smokes towards connector, which then you could catch the CT by surprise. Mobs are throwing mid control nades, and Apex inside window is going to jump out onto the underpass player who gets caught throwing nades. In the competitive scene, it's the underpass player that's throwing.
На нежданчик, ну блядь, ты очень сильно рискуешь, конечно.
And Apex knows this, so he's going to catch a good timing.
Да, ты очень сильно рискуешь, ну ладно.
For the opening peak, Mezzy smokes top mid.
Вот это нужно. Вот это разъеб,
Mezzy and Apex set up Zywoo for the opening peak. Mezzy smokes top mid. Apex is going to break open Mezzy's top mid smoke. Meanwhile, with this
вот это пиздец, вот это разъебалово полное нахуй. Вот это разъебалово полное.
So he's going to catch a good timing.
Сейчас еще раз посмотрю.
Mezzy and Apex set up Zywoo.
Кидаешь просто такой смачочек.
For the opening peak, Mezzy smokes top mid.
И развеечку.
Apex is going to break open Mezzy's top mid smoke. Meanwhile, with this happening.
Да, это ведь матч был как будто бы вот недавно, да? Вот этот матч. Я помню, как Торзи кидал молик, его просто сразу въебнуло, блядь.
Zywoo is going to get behind the top mid smoke, and he's going to post up on window and waits for the smoke break.
Да, бля, вот это пиздато. Вот это нужно будет потренить себя. Но хотя там что тренить? Я примерно запомнил.
Missile from top mid, he's going to aim as shown, then afterwards jump throw, the smoke lands on top of the wall here, extends down, blocking off triple and CT. This allows his teammates to safely
вот
smoke lands on top of the smokes. Missile from top mid, he's going to aim as shown, then after.
А как, почему он тут ориентируется? Типа половина здесь и половина здесь, примерно посередине этого всего? По рукам? Не, он целится прицелом. Но, скорее всего, то, что вот здесь половина, примерно сколько тут? Как будто сантиметра полтора. Ну, блядь, я не знаю, я именно по монитору этот. Как будто тут сантиметрик, тут сантиметр, и тут 2 сантиметра до конца. Вот так вот, оп-оп, и пополам.
Afterwards jump throw, the smoke lands on top.
Или да, он снизу.
Zywoo smokes missile from top mid, he's going to aim.
Или вот, видите, пятно посередине этого пятна, вот здесь.
As shown, then afterwards.
Вот да, посередине этого пятна, вот видите, пятно, он посередине ставит и чуть левее.
Jump throw, the smoke lands on top of the wall here, extends down, blocking off triple and CT. This allows his teammates to safely come up connector. Lackey has his set lineup to break open the top mid smoke when window is smoked out, so he stands in front of this bench. He's going to put his crosshair here, then without moving his mouse, he's going to make his way towards the top of the window here, then jump throw. While that was happening, the
двумя кнопочки jump throw, развейка смока в старте. Но такое, это только по тимплей. Блять, тут сложно будет.
For jump ladder to peak short, he doesn't see anybody with that first nade break, so he throws his own. Here is an overview of where Lackey is positioning and moving to throw the nade. If you want to go for the fast A,
его кого-то могли убить ебануто, если чел бы стоял бы, его заметили бы.
Use this run boost because the run boost is going to allow you to get
это пиздец работало в CSGO. Тут иногда не бустит.
Out fast ramp, and you only take 25 HP damage, and this is because the CT had a T Molotov. Imagine what the damage would have been for the incendiary, would have been a lot less. Maddie's throwing nades for mid, not even realizing when he goes back to check A ramp that the T is already out towards Tetris. Flash top mid for your teammate from bomb connector, stand at the wall.
О, вот это хорошая флешка.
Then left click throw, your teammate will swing and peek top mid, and any T's in this area will get full flash. Did you know you could silent drop from the apartment balcony by sliding off the truck? Zywoo Molly's balcony, standing on that wood of the door frame, aim here, then left click throw. The Molotov's going to take a bounce off the roof, and it even covers towards mini pit.
Ну, тут, бля, у него хуёвый молик, у него вот здесь чел может не гореть.
Mid control is so easy if you know this Molotov from Aradose. This Molotov for long side is going to cover both the cubby and that right side, so no offers can peek you. Fury have an insane Inferno tactic that uses the instant mid smoke. Yuri's going to set up to throw this HE nade to break the top of the smoke for Skulls, who's on the top left of this ledge on the wall.
Ебать, вот этот сетап. Ну, бля, это все по тимплей. Но это, кстати, нормально, пиздец.
Break open the top of the smoke fully, but Skulls was able to still see through the bullets. G2 have a 200 IQ tactic that involves this instant mid banana smoke thrown from Heavy God. Meanwhile, two players are going to push up and get boosted half wall, throwing the HE nades to break open the top of the smoke where mobs can see through. This is a
ебать у них стратегии, нахуй.
IQ play by Xanter. The T's lose piss around with no plant. Xanter buys a Galil and a decoy, throws the decoy, then he's going to refund the Galil. This makes the CTs think the T's might have forced spot, so they have to be careful in peeking. Major throws deep banana retake nades from CT for the deep smoke aim here, then left and right click jump throw. Then for the half wall Molotov, aim here, left click throw. Just be careful because the T's can edge between the Molotov and smoke. While this is happening, his teammate Zentauros is going to throw the top banana flash. Then after Major throws and nades, he's going to push up the peak banana. Electronic smokes long from top.
Electronic smokes?
Crouching, he's going to aim here at this part of the roof, then left and right click jump.
Хороший.
Heavy God smokes bottom banana from short. He stands in front of the barrel, aims to the top left of this thing sticking out of the roof, jump throw. This allows his teammates to take banana without having to use their smokes. Mongo's simple and easy trick play by throwing the top banana corner Molotov and then having your teammate peek behind it. This is a default Molotov.
Когда молик взрывается, чел пикается и не увидит, да, пик?
Да. PR throws an insane A flash where he stands next to the heater, uses the sign as the point of reference for a lineup. Check out this insane wall.
И чё, он, блядь, хуёво вырезал, что ли?
Bang, so the T gets boosted with an auto sniper.
Bam.
Here, which is going to lead to the mid window, tagging up the CT. If you have a lot of money towards the end of the half, give this play a try.
Блядь, Кеос, сука, бедолага, уворачивался от этого, сука, скара блядского.
If you have an incendiary on the T side, go ahead and throw it inside this corner of A main, leaves a gap for you to push out. It's going to mask the footsteps as the CT gets caught off guard.
А чё, блядь, там не слышно, что ли?
The CT likes to play on top.
Там, если молик пролетает, не слышно настолько, то что, блядь, чел может топая бежать, и чел вообще не слышит?
The sign to hold A main to spot the shadow, and then throw the defensive Molotov to fall back. Look at how raw in entries. He's gonna be up close to the wall, so his shadow's not spotted.
Бля, Суникс какой-то глупый, блядь. Нахуй он так просто стоит на граняте.
And by the time the CT sees him, it's too late. When you're rushing A, you don't need a set lineup to smoke off donut. You could do this on the fly, as we see the T do here. Let's start making this the meta. Super easy defensive B flash. If the T's rush up banana, stand to the right of the pillar, aim here, then left and right click throw, peek after the flash, and all the T's coming up banana are going to get full white. Now you know how to shut down the fast B attack with just one simple flash.
Вот это хорошая флешка.
Aim here, then pretty easy defensive B flash. If the T's rush up banana, stand to the right of the pillar, aim here, then left and right click throw, peek after the flash, and all the T's coming up banana are going to get full white. Now you know how to shut down the fast B attack with just one simple flash. Contest cheating control using this smoke. So inside cave, stand in the left corner, aim here without moving your mouse straight forward till you reach the box, then left click throw. Afterwards, you can flash to the left and double swing with the flash. However, the CT crashes here. This smoke would block off the cheetah entrance, and the flash will blind anyone holding inside cheetah. This is an insane cave one-way smoke on Ancient that will get you free frags. So to throw the one-way smoke, all you have to do is get boosted, then underhand the smoke to your left of the box, and then peek towards the right of the box, where the T's will not expect you to be up here. The T's get
вот это пиздато, вот это прям охуительная тема.
By the smoke because
это нужно... Блин, только чел тут не заметил, конечно, но это пиздата хуйня.
They think the CTs smoke off cave, so they're not expecting any CTs to be on top of the boost. If your opera goes for the mid peak, set up to throw this nade if you know the CTs like to throw the instant elbow smoke, so stand there, aim at this brick, then afterwards left click throw. The T's are going to smoke, so stand there, aim at this brick, then afterwards left click throw.
Вот это тоже пиздец, пиздата. Куда он встал?
Top of the boost.
Показала, да?
If your opera goes for the mid peak, set up to throw this nade if you know.
Ну, короче, просто напротив вот этой хуйни, грубо говоря.
The CTs like to throw the instant elbow smoke, so stand there, aim at this brick, then afterwards.
И на не дамаж, потому что стенка. Бля, вот это прикольно. Это нужно будет все потом мне поделать просто без.
And notice from the bottom right spawn is going to throw an instant short smoke. They paired up with a long smoke from spawn and also smoke off cave. Very easy CT smoke from heaven, position with the end of the wall, aim top left of the U, then afterwards jump throw. If CTs are throwing the instant elbow smoke, which most of the time they are, you can easily counter by boosting inside this corner, which I've started to see a lot more use in the lower tier play. It also depends on how the smoke is being thrown. Sometimes it leaves a huge gap for you to see over the smoke. Zaiwu goes for the pop dog wall bang from inside connector, and he's going to shake his crosshair in case the observer were on him, so the fans can react. However, the observer wasn't, but you can.
Ебать, вот этого я не знал вообще нахуй.
Case the observer were on him, so.
Вправо окошко просто самое, да? И он просто стал на эту штучку.
Показали, куда он именно встал? Zaiwu goes for the pop dog wall bang from inside connector.
А ты видел, как сегодня Рейн нашил на трейне, не?
And he's going to shake his crosshair in case the observer were on him, so the fans can react. However, the observer wasn't, but you can see where the wallbang lands and almost catches Brolin. Later into the match, Zaiwu this time around has an op, goes for the same wallbang but doesn't connect. Mid-round, Brolin gets boosted on top of the boxes where he has an insane off angle to watch Pop Dog through the windows here. However, he gets cleared out by Zaiwu, which the Vitality players are trained to check up here. Exertion is going to retake and push into Pop Dog by first throwing a Molotov to clear out any T's to the right of the cubby, then he's going to rush in with the flash. Once the Molotov begins to end, that's when he's going to throw the flash. I think the idea of the flash was to try
to see how they set the double ops up here. This is the wall bank.
Не, это я знал. Это хуйня, это я знал. То есть там окошко есть, оно зашивается. Это я знал, блядь.
I had to land it behind the wall so he doesn't get blind. Deep connector smoke from halls where LNZ is going to aim here, then afterwards jump throw. He's going to move over to the right here on this back wall where he's going to Molotov back sight. Molotov covers both trains, and here's the deep smoke. The most meta opening here, then after he doesn't get blind. Deep connector smoke from halls where LNZ is going to aim here, then afterwards jump throw. He's going to move over to the right here on this back wall where he's going to Molotov back sight. Molotov covers both trains, and here's the deep smoke. The most meta opening peek on the T side of train in the pro scene is doing this T-Con main peek, watching for the E-box cross. The smoke will put out any CT's Molotovs, allowing you to stand there to hold that angle and then make sure your teammates are smoking off sandwich so you don't get spotted. A lot of pros have been using this off angle position to hold main. It's a tight off angle that the T's won't expect. Make sure you have a teammate watching your Pop Dog like an offer. Nico shows a very strong main set to take T-Con control. Him and Tessa's first clear out T-Con, making sure nobody's peeking and pushing. Then he's going to set up to throw a deep T-Con smoke, Molotov close left, then deep nade back left, and then Tessus pushes in. He's going to hear the flash come through, and he's able to annihilate the This is how you break open your own main smoke. Stand inside this corner, aim here at this roof, then left and right click throw. Dexter shows off an Ivy flash. He's going to stand on his back wall, aim to the left of light, walk forward, and left click throw. This flash will take care of any CTs holding this off angle behind this train for Ivy. Rob shows off a 200 IQ decoy on pistol round where he's going to throw a decoy over the roof, and it's going to tag up and damage Torzy, taking away 1 HP. Unfortunately, the decoy doesn't damage the armor, which would have forced Torzy to spend 1000 instead of 350. Hampus Rob shows off a 200 IQ decoy on pistol round where he's going to throw a decoy over the roof, and it's going to tag up and...
А что? И чё минус 1 хп, нахуй ему нужно? Чтобы шлем не смог докупить. А там армор снимается? Да, я понял. Там армор снимается вообще от этой хуйни? Тут не снялся. Еще прикол туда.
Damage Torzy, taking away 1 HP. Unfortunately, the decoy doesn't damage the armor, which would have forced...
Ну вот, ему армор не снялся, в чем прикол, реально.
Torzy to spend 1000 instead of 350. Hampus has this insane lower flash from behind silo. He's going to aim at the roof, then left click throw. He could peek with the flash because the flash lands on top of the silo, so it's not going to blind him. It will force any T's looking his...
На радаре им бы видно. Так, блять, там так понятно, что они оттуда выбегают. Ну, на радаре 100% не видно, но там и так понятно, что оттуда выбегают.
Way to look away. I've shown pros abusing this angle on the control side where they're crouching on the stairs. Here we see the CT playing on the opposite side, and the T is forced to look towards vent. Vavin at the start of the round gets boosted vent to try to look over the door lurk smoke towards lobby. However, the smoke is blocking his way, so he's going to break open the smoke. The smoke was thrown on the fly here, so that's why he couldn't see anything. George gets the control side. He wants to break the windows to flank ramp without being noticed, so bro outside is going to break open the locker windows at the same time, which is going to mask the noise. Bro shows the best connector Molotov standing outside B main with this part of the wall. Then he's going to aim here, then jump throw. He follows up with a flash. The crazy thing about this Molotov is that it covers top connector as well as inside connector. The problem with pushing out B main as a CT is sometimes there's an opper holding this right side and they won't get flash and they can easily pick you off. So here's a smoke to counter this. G2 push B main safely with this smoke from Snacks, who's on the back right of the platform here. He aims to the left of the sun, then jump throw, makes his way towards CT where he throws the 2 standard flashes for his teammates to entry out B main. The smoke is going to block off
the вот это хороший. Вот это хороший.
So here's a smoke to counter this. G2 pushed B main safely with this smoke from Snacks, who's on the back right of the platform here. He aims to the left of the sun, then jump throw, makes his way towards CT where he throws the 2 standard flashes for his teammates to entry out B main. The smoke is going to block off the left side of mid. Insane Canal's one-way smoke thrown right Skulls inside connector, so stand in the back left corner, you're going to aim here, left click throw. Afterwards, Skulls makes his way through the smoke where he is going to be peeking to the left of the smoke where he can see over the smoke, but unfortunately for him, JL is so aware of it. Every pro is spamming this Canal's flashbang from inside connector. This is a right click jump throw. The flash is going to blind any T's that is pushing fast Canals, and they won't have time to react to the flash. Fast B smokes to Canal's flashbang from, but unfortunately for him, JL is so aware of it. Every pro is spamming this Canal's flashbang from inside connector. This is a right click jump throw. The flash is going to blind any T's that is pushing fast Canals, and they won't have time to react to the flash. Fast B smokes to split. First stand inside this corner for the left side smoke, aim here, then jump throw. For the B temple smoke, aim as shown, then jump throw. The teams have 3 players going bridge to drop down to go towards connector. On B, playing behind the right CT wall is a strong off angle to watch connector, but also if you hear the T's coming in from B main, you can go ahead and tuck yourself inside that wall and the T's will not be able to spot you. Both T's entry from B main and they're not able to spot you behind that CT wall. Next time the CT smoke off B main and you have a teammate with you, boost on top of this table and you can see over the smoke towards heaven. Often we see the CTs boosting fountain when the T's throw the A main lurk smoke, but here the T's return the favor. That's it for today's 45 pro tricks. Hope you learned something new. If you enjoyed it, hit like, subscribe, and let me know your favorite trick in the comments. Make sure to check out some more.
Прикольно, можно будет потом у него смотреть видосы. Я у него беру